Here is an example of an identity collage made in Keynote and a musical creation made in GarageBand. This work was inspired by my fellow ADEs, Howard, Kelly, and Nisreen, and Andrée-Daroline. They shared in the creativity sessions in Montebello, Quebec during the ADE Academy this summer. As I worked on these creations, representing who I am as an educator, I'm thinking about how this could be useful in the classroom, especially in the beginning of the year when you want to know your students and you want to know how they see themselves and what they want their peers to know about their identity. So this could be a very good activity to do in the beginning of the school year. So thank you, my fellow ADEs, for teaching me and inspiring me with this idea. Keep listening. I will show you a little tips and tricks to help you make this type of creation with your students. First tip, gather photos that inspire you. So the first step is to find photos that inspire you that you may want to use in your collage. So I'm going to go either in the website Pixabay, which has free stock images that you may use. And I typically don't use this first row here because sometimes they'll bring you to another website, so I stay in the bottom part. And you find whatever is meaningful to you, click on it. To save time, instead of downloading, I prefer just to do a screenshot, then I don't have to look for the picture. In my iPad, it just typically goes into my photo library. So you may use Pixabay, or you can, even if you have another account with Adobe or with Canva, for example. My school board has Canva Pro, so I like to use that. I usually use just an empty document. I just choose Doc. And then Elements. And then write in what you're looking for. Let's say I'm looking for a letter. So I'm going to collect letters that I may want to use. Scrapbook, letters, and I'm going to write the letter I'm looking for. So I found one. I pull it over to the other side on my dock, click on the white part to get rid of that purple line, and I just like to make a screenshot of all the letters I'm looking for. Done. Save to photos and go on to the next letter. I erase this one out of my page to make things easier. Pull over the next letter that you want. You can shrink it a bit if you want to see it better. Click on the white part to get rid of the purple line and screen capture that. There we go. So keep going until you have all the letters of the word you want to create and all the objects that you want to save and put. They're at the end of your camera roll at the moment, but you could also decide to create an album. Let's say you wanted to make an album. You just go in all albums and you can go plus and you can make a new album called collage. That's what I did here. I put pictures in there that I wanted to use or that I was thinking of using. Let's say that I'm just going to go in my recent pictures for now, and I'm going to select everything that I want to put in my collage album. Here I'm going to pull it out of there with the arrow out of the box, add to album, and add it to my collage album. There we go. So they're all there, the pictures that I want to use in my collage. Now I'm ready to go in Keynote and start working. So you're going to be layering your pictures. So I'm in my Keynote. I'm going to start with my background. I go get the magic paintbrush, change the background, and I'm going to choose image and change image, and I'm going to choose a photo from my photo library. There you go. And I have a picture there. I'm going to just delete that. There we go. This is my background. Now I'm going to start layering things on there. So in my collage, I had saved a hand earlier. So I'm just going to go and get my hand. Found this in Canva. I'm going to make it bigger. I'm going to take away the black part by clicking on it and then remove the background. And if you do have a black line, just touch it and it should disappear. There we go. So I'm going to use this. I'm going to put water inside. I think I saved a piece of water. And then I just colored with my pencil, my drawing tool, black. I just colored over the sections that I didn't want to make it the shape that I wanted, okay? So let's say I come back to my hand. I'm going to say my drawing is done. And then I made a screenshot of that and then took away the background. So I'm just going to go in my collage album, and this is what it looked like. For example, like this. And then I'm going to take away the black. Make sure I don't have that black line there. There, done. So this is going to be the water in the hand. Now let's say I'm going to add in a butterfly that I also have saved that I found in Canva, that I saved in my collage album. This one, I'm going to remove the background. Done. Let's say I want to change the disposition of that. Go on the magic paintbrush again and arrange, and I'm going to flip it this way. Okay. Now let's say I want this to have a reflection in the water. I click on the magic paintbrush, I change its style, and I can add in a reflection. I can even decide how dark or light that reflection will be in the water, like this, by moving the opacity button like that. So here is my butterfly and its reflection. Okay. Let's say I want to add words into this. I have words saved in my collage album. For example, I'm going to show you like this. I have words already done. Let's say this one. I don't quite know which one that is. There, empower. Click on it. I'm going to remove the background. It removed too much. Reset. Touch the orange part. And in the middle of that R. There we go. And let's say this is my word. Maybe that E is too light for me. Maybe I'm going to add a new E above it and then group that together. Okay, I'm going to do that now. I'm going to go get the letter E that I saved earlier. This one. I'm going to remove the white background. Oh, reset, touch the white part. There we go. Resize that. And I'm going to put it here. That's better. Let's say I want to group this together so that it moves together if I need to change its spot. Oh, I can see that I did not quite remove the background in that O, in the O. So I'm going to touch it again, remove the background and touch the O. There. No, not quite done yet. Remove background. That's better. Okay. Now I'm going to group that together. So I'm going to touch my E, keep my finger on it, and with my other finger I'm going to touch the word. There we go. And then let go of your two fingers and choose group. So now this can move. Let's say I want to put a cloud above this. I can do that. I saved a picture of a cloud that I found in Canva, and I put it in my collage album. I'm going to go get my cloud. Here it is. I'm going to remove the black background on that and touch it again to make sure I get that black line around it removed. There we go, done. Now let's say this, oh, I see I still have a black line. Touch it again. Let's do this again. Remove background. There, that should be better. No more black line, perfect. Okay. Now let's say that I want this to be more transparent. You choose it, and then again, go get your paintbrush, and you can play with its opacity a little bit. There you go. So then you're able to do something like this, okay? So that's one way of adding things on. I can continue, copy, paste. Let's say I'm going to change its disposition so that it doesn't look quite the same. I'm going to arrange it. I'm going to flip it vertically, and then nobody can tell it's the same cloud. Okay, I see that I still have some black line there that I should be removing. There we go, just like this one. There. Okay. Now I have two clouds. So I can continue building and adding things into this as I wish for it to be, and to make sure that it represents who I am as a person or as an educator. This one represents who I am, who I strive to be as an educator. So you can continue. Let's say I want the word uplift. I found cloud letters, so I find that interesting. Again, I'm going to remove the background. Done. Oh, I'd like this under the cloud. I'm going to move this cloud over. I'm going to put this first. And I'm going to cut this cloud and put it on top. Paste. Like this. So that's how I built my my collage, one piece at a time. Remove the background. You can play with the opacity. You can add here, like you saw, add reflection or shadows, or do it the way that you feel you want it to be done. That's how I did this. Oh, this part, maybe you want to know how to do this. All I did, I took a shape and I put flower, and I found this, or maybe not that one, I don't know, I found one. Let's say it's this one, and I put a picture inside. So you click on it, and then you click on the paintbrush, and then you fill it with an image of your choice. And I had taken a screenshot of my iPad. I'll show you what I did. I had taken a screenshot of this, for example, like that. Okay, done. And I had put it in the flower, like this. Fill, to change the image, and then I put this one, like that. That's how I did this part, but I think I may have played with the opacity a little bit to make it a little more transparent, like this. You can do what you want. Anyways, that's how I did that. So I think that pretty much explains. Oh, and to add sound. Now you may be wondering, how did you add your creation that you made in GarageBand onto your Keynote page like this? All I did was I came in the multimedia tool, and then I came and I looked in my files. I found the sounds that I had saved in one of my files, and it looked like this, and I chose it, and there you go. It was saved onto the Keynote page as a sound. Now maybe you're wondering, how did you make the reflections move and the water move? I'm going to show you that. That was inspired by Andrée-Daroline's session given later on in the day. So I'm going to go in an app called Motion Leap. And all I did, X this out. I don't want to I don't need the monthly membership. I'm okay with a few movements. So you basically choose, I'm going to choose a picture from the gallery. Can I find that? There we go. Here it is. Okay, so I want to make a picture, a part of this move. So I'm going to animate. I'm going to select a part of it. So let's say I'm going to select this, and I'm going to make it like this, and this, and this, and this. Now I'm going to choose its direction. Where is it going to go? So you just choose where you want it to go. Then I'm going to export that. I'm going to look at the duration, see what it looks like. Here it is. I found it in my folder, and then I exported it with the arrow out of the box and saved it to my camera roll. And I added it here in my Keynote with the multimedia button and found the video. So here it is, just to show you with the movement of the water. And there you go. Now I'm going to show you how to animate a cloud here in Keynote. Is add in that cloud and make it transparent enough like you want it. Now I'm going to make it move. So let's say it starts here. Oh, I'll start from the beginning just so that you see. Click on it and then animate and then add an action, create a path. Here's the path I want it to move along. And done. Now choose motion path, and I'm going to make it go for 1 full minute so that it's moving very slowly. Here's what it's going to look like. It's going very, very slowly, as you can see, which is exactly what I want. Here you can make sure that it's not on tap, that it plays with this animation, with this movie. And that one plays right after the transition, so they will play simultaneously like this. There you go. And that's exactly what I wanted. Now done. And again, if I want to add the music, I just have to go get it. And it's going to be in my file where I saved it. Open. And there it goes. And once you're all done, you can save it like a presentation if you wish, or you can export it out as a video. Export and send as a movie. And then export it. And it will save in the camera roll as if each slide was a scene of a movie. So it's your choice. And that's how I made my collage with a little bit of movement and a little bit of animation, and how I added in my GarageBand creation. Inspired by my fellow ADEs, Howard, Kelly, Nisreen, and Andrée-Daroline. I hope this gives you an idea of what you can do when school starts up again. The kids can create an identity collage to tell their peers all about who they are.